Yes.
Yeah.
Your people?
Let's go.
Ready.
Me and my jacket. Sorry. Live stream.
Shouts out my dad. Mi hermana.
Jeremiah.
So there's some motherfucking fly.
It's all about it.
It's your turn. It's your turn.
We out this bitch. Where are the girls? Where are the girls? All the way in the buggy. I'm not going back there.
Seniors.
Oh, shit.
Congratulations. Hi, Sparrow. Woo! What is this for?
A speed.
Yo, Josie, I like have a dance song. I want to say hi to Josie.
This one looks pretty for me.
Hey.
Just yell us here. College Boys!
Dude, no one's. Oh, it's a YouTube live.
Class of 2022. This is your college march. I want to honor the fact that there are so many people here to celebrate you today. We got families here. We got the community here. The rest of the school is here to support you. And I want to also honor the fact that some of our friends are not here right now. Right? And so shout out to them as well. Right? So you have all stood outside there along this path for years, waiting for this moment. And the moment is now here. I want you to think about all the work that went into this moment, everything that you've done, and know that this is just the beginning. This is not the end. This is just the beginning of all of the great things that you are going to do. And so, as you're celebrating today, know that there's more to come. as you're celebrating the day, know that it's about you and your day, but it's also about your families and it's their day. And it's about the community and it's our day. And we are living through you on this special day. Thank you for that. So we got a bunch of people that want to celebrate you, that want to honor you. And so the first is a friend of our school, an advocate for the school, especially for so many of the great support, counseling that you get through Friends of Wheels, right? Let's give a quick shout out to Friends of Wheels. Right, so I've seen many of you in there late at night working through, trying to figure out what's next. And so Ms. Elaine Rocha is here with us today from AIG. She is a friend, an advocate, and we're grateful for her being here today.
Hi, everyone. Wow, I'm so honored. I want to first thank Wheels and Molly and everyone for inviting me to participate in this amazing event. It's so incredible to see. And since I was told almost all of you speak Spanish, I'm going to start off by saying Buenos Aires. Me siento honrado de estar con ustedes today. Felicidades a los padres, los abuelitos, los tíos, familias, amigos, profesores, la comunidad y más importante, los estudiantes. So in English, good afternoon. My name is Elaine Rocha. I'm honored to be with you, and I want to congratulate you and your families and your communities and your parents and everyone for this glorious day, and especially the students. As I reflect, you should just be super proud because this is a lot of hard work that's paid off, right? You guys know what you've been through. So, and with that, as I reflect back on my own high school and college experience, I know how difficult the application process can be. I too am a first generation college student. My parents did not go to college, so I know what it's like to navigate these waters sometimes for many of you by yourself. But I truly feel, and also in the midst of the pandemic, you all had so much other stuff to deal with in terms of stressful just being a teenager, let's be honest, navigating high school and this whole process, but you've done it incredibly well and you're here today. So let's just, again, celebrate that one more time. So again, when I was speaking with Molly, I wanted to find out some statistics about the class and highlight just this amazing group that I'm looking at and I have the honor of being in front of, frankly. And just as you reflect on your own successes, remember, no one achieves success on their own. None of us. I haven't. I've worked with my colleagues and friends and parents and families and mentors and sponsors that you will just keep learning about as you move up through college and your career. So it's just important also to pay it forward, right? So I was so impressed with some of the statistics. There is a range of diversity in this class. There are students who are part of the LGBTQ plus community. Students Afro-Latinx. Students who have incredibly diverse families of so many different backgrounds, and there's a whole host of political spectrums in this crowd, which I must have made for some very interesting classroom conversations, I imagine. I think it's also incredibly impressive that more than 90% of the students will be first-gen college students. So, each of you is the first to go to college. We're setting a path again for your families, and their futures, because as you travel upward, you're going to be bringing them with you, and you just need to understand, like, they're alongside you, but you have so much power that's just in front of you, and just celebrate again all that you've accomplished. Also, fun fact: within this class, there are 3 sets of twins. We have 3 posse finalists. One Questbridge recipient this year. That one student has performed at the Apollo. Whoa. student wrote a musical during COVID. Wow. And those are just a few of the highlights. I don't want to be here all day because I could speak about each of you. So with that, this class again has a range of interests and aspirations and dreams that are waiting for you to bring to fruition. And it's so incredibly exciting. And like, you have such a great, amazing path in front of you. And I know that you'll also continue to give back to your families and to the Washington Heights community,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So absolutely. We're also proud of you, and I look forward to being able to see you after the festivities end. And I just want to say congratulations again and best of luck.
Next, we have not just any alum, but alum that's currently talking about coming back, right? An alum that's teaching in our school, right? Teaching 8th grade. And so, Miss Amber Sepulveda, come on up.
Hi. So first and foremost, congratulations, class of 2022. I like to kind of talk about a little bit about like our accomplishments today, right? So I know many more will only follow. And although it feels like your chapter in Wheels is slowly coming to an end, it's only the beginning for a lot of you. And as I look into like all of these faces, I'm overcome with emotions, right? Like the first one is love. 5 years ago, when I was a first year teacher, y'all were my first 8th grade class
Yes,
ever.
sir.
And although I've come to recognize that many of you have matured, right? You're much taller than me now. You have some deep voices. You know, we're starting to get there. A part of me is always gonna look at your faces and see the babies that you guys were in the 8th grade. Every single time I look at you, I see your babies, right? Baby faces. The second thing I want to talk about is pride, right? I'm so proud of each and every one of you. We've come so far, especially these last 2 years. I know COVID took the world and put us into a pit of darkness. And through it all, through all of that darkness, you prevailed, right? You managed to stay strong. You focus on the tasks at hand. And you showed a lot of patience, even as your teachers were trying to figure out Zoom and Wi-Fi failures and all this nonsense, right? You still managed to make it through. And with that, I also want to talk a little bit about, you know, years ago when I was standing here and just thinking about all the accomplishments that we're doing, right? We're starting our new chapters of our lives. We're going to do so many wonderful things. And keeping in mind that during COVID, a lot of us lost folks, right? We lost family members, we lost friends, and they're here and they're watching, and the world is watching you,
Yes.
right? And so, with that said, I want you to keep those loved ones in mind. And if you ever feel a moment of darkness, because we know that COVID is still around, I'm going to leave you with one of my favorite quotes, right? Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light.
Yes.
Shine bright.
Thank you, Ms. S. So, 12th grade. We also have a chosen 12th grade senior. Who needs no introduction. Sorry, Ellie. Come on up.
Let's go.
I got some.
Oh my God, don't cry now.
No, but I'm not crying. Okay.
Go Saudi, man.
Okay.
You got this, Saudi.
Yo. All right. That's it. All right.
Okay.
Traditions like the College March are one of the many reasons that Wheels stands out from other schools. At Wheels, we're encouraged to become better versions of ourselves every day, and we're given a voice and platform to speak our minds and make a difference, not just for ourselves and the school, but for our communities. Our commitment to show up for our Wheels community and for standing up for what we know is right was tested last month when an incident occurred at one of our college trips. On November 11th, we got on a bus for our first college tour since 10th grade. As excited as some of us may have been, walking into a predominantly white space like this college brought up some hesitancy and discomfort. We were greeted and treated in a manner that made us feel unwelcome through the info session and campus tour. We were spoken to in an aggressive manner and exposed to alleged art that highlighted the very real biases, stereotypes, and prejudices that exist against students of color. The assumption that we all qualified for financial assistance, talked with slang based on where we came from, and the way we were made feel for not being sure about what we wanted to do for the rest of our lives is an example of how microaggressions deter students from wanting to go to college. But instead of letting this experience discourage us from our college process, we took this as an opportunity to self-advocate and empower ourselves as young leaders. All right, I'm not done. All right. We spoke up about what we felt and had a meeting with Ms. Pichardo and staff from the car. We expressed how wrong we felt by a fellow person of color, and we wrote letters about our experiences. And as upset as we were, we felt confident in sharing our experience with the people that we knew would care. After 2 meetings of airing out our concerns, we got our meeting with the higher staff of the college. And whether or not they took us seriously and will act upon our requests, we don't know that for sure. But we were heard and supported by our peers and the staff of Wheels. We made a commitment to continue to stand up for ourselves and make our voices heard. Looking ahead into our futures,
You got it.
Wheels has prepared us for the challenges we once thought were too big to overcome.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
We celebrate the accomplishments that we have made so far, and we know that we have a lot more to learn and bright futures ahead of us. This is so much bigger than us in this moment. We celebrate our accomplishments and unapologetically go in the direction of our dreams in hopes that we can inspire and empower future seniors and future generations to do the same. To the lower grades listening to my speech and watching the emotions within my peers, and myself, I guess. The time will come where one of you is up here speaking on your high school journey. Know that your teachers, former and present, care about you and your future. All the work they make us do is to guide us, to remember the strength that we already have within us, and to go after our goals and create the lives that we want and deserve. With that, I want us to celebrate the class of 2022 and remember that in Wheels, we always have a wheel from away from home.
All right, guys. Corona. Back up, Corona.
Unapologetically go in the direction of our dreams. Right? Unapologetically go in the direction of our dreams. Ooh. One more. No introduction.
Go Rocco.
Rocco.
What up, seniors? One more time, sorry, that was beautiful. That was an amazing student speech I've heard. My time during these college marks, so one more for Sadi. wow, I still cannot believe it's been 2 years since we've had an in-person college march. You were all what, 10th grade? And it's crazy. A lot of you I met in 9th grade watching your siblings apply to college. We went on our first college trip together when you all were in 10th grade. That was the last thing we did together before everything shut down. Some of you came with me to Lehigh and Lafayette. And now you're here as seniors, right?
Yes, sir, we are.
98% of you so far have applied to college. 10 of you did early decision and early action. And next week we'll be finding out if that's where you'll be going. And you already have one student that knows where they're going. These are all your accomplishments, right? These are all things you've accomplished during a time where like you missed out on 18 months of school, right?
Yes, sir.
Faced some adversity when we got back here, but you're overcoming everything, right? This class, when we started this year, was so eager. Over the summer, we had about 20 of you that were ready to work on applications, work on like their interview skills, right? And get ready to start this year. So I couldn't be more proud of each and every one of you where we are today, right? What I'm more proud about is that each and every one of you has already met with us to plan out their future, right? You already know what you want to do, and we're helping you get there, right? Because there's nothing you can't do. I don't know how I'm always the last person to keep you guys from food, so I don't want to keep you all too long. I'm just saying proud of you. I appreciate all of you, and congratulations to class of 2022. All right, so seniors, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna quietly exit this annex and head to the gymnasium, okay? Back for some lunch.
See ya, Joseph.
Bye, Joseph! Woo! Congrats!
See ya, dude. Wait, what?
I'm trying to save it, but
Can you take them live? Or
oh,
add
add
to
to
camera. You can take them live.
You know me, I'm Hey, stop. Stop. You have to hold it so like